Hi everyone, this is Matt. Having in previous lessons delineated the desktop and clarified clicking, my goal this time around is to explain Windows. What is a window? It's basically a discrete workspace displayed by an application. Most applications let you open multiple windows so you can work with or view different files or items at the same time. In Safari, I can open a bunch of windows and have different things displayed in each one. By the way, to open new windows, I'm using the keyboard shortcut Command-N. Each application gets to display its own content in its own window, but it does have to follow some basic principles. It has to have 3 action buttons at the top left. If you're used to using Windows, that is Microsoft Windows, you'll have these buttons at the top right. There's a red button, which closes the window. If you have a new file created that you haven't yet saved, when you try to close the window, you'll get prompted to save the file. The built-in Apple applications like Pages have an automatic save process, so once the file is saved once, you can change it and close the file, and there's no need to click Save again. The yellow button at the top left means minimize, and we saw in a previous lesson how clicking that button sends the window down to the dock. The green button actually makes the whole window full screen, so that even the menus and the dock are hidden. This is really useful if you want to focus on one thing and not get distracted, or if you need the space to work. To get out of full screen, move your mouse back up to the top of the window, find the green button again, and click it. You can move a window around by finding the grey area at the top of the window, grabbing it, and dragging it. You can change the size of any window by grabbing any corner and dragging it in or out. One other thing you can do in El Capitan is split view. This shows you 2 windows side by side in full screen mode. Say I'm making notes on websites I'm researching. If I wanted Pages in full screen, I would click briefly on the green button. If I hold down the green button, half the screen turns blue, which prompts me to choose a side. I'll choose the left side, let go of the mouse, and the Pages window covers the whole left side. Now if I click the Safari window directly afterwards, that window is resized to cover the other half of the screen. I can drag this divider left or right to resize the 2 applications. It used to be that whenever you wanted to open a new file or a new website, you had to create a new window to do it. But we don't always have the screen space available to have so many windows visible at once. So one alternative to Windows is tabs. Tabs first appeared in web browsers, since people often want to have many different websites open. For example, in Safari, you can hit Command-T instead of Command-N, and new tabs appear. Each tab can contain a different website. You can now also use tabs in the Finder. Click File, New Tab, or Command-T, and you can have 2 or more locations open at once, and even drag files between them. macOS Sierra, the newest version as of 2016, allows tabs in Pages, Maps, TextEdit, and other non-Apple applications will also be able to support this feature. I want to finish by showing you a feature that I find really useful. It's called Hot Corners. In System Preferences, under Mission Control, at the bottom left, click Hot Corners. Make sure that one of these corners is set to Desktop. I've chosen the top right, and click OK. Now move your cursor up to the very top right of the screen, kind of bounce into the edge like this. What happens is all the open windows disappear and show you what's on the desktop. If you bounce the cursor back into the corner, they all come back. This is a great way to find a file that you know is on the desktop that you want to do something with. For example, if I'm writing a note and want to add a picture that I know is on the desktop, or I want to email a file, I bounce into the corner, grab the file, keep the file held down and go back up to the corner, and drop into the application. Well, they say time flies. I say give me a tiny stopwatch and I'll give it a go. See you next time.